Hello, everybody. Welcome to Spot Hidden, the show where we play Call of Cthulhu. I'm London Carlisle, your keeper of arcane lore, and we are excited to be back tonight with Academia. We're very excited for episode 2, and without further ado, I'm just going to...
Does my vest look weird?
Does your vest look weird? No, of course not.
Does it look different?
No, it looks nice.
Is it me?
It's always you.
Most definitely.
Matt, you interrupted
right.
my plug.
Your plug?
Yes.
For you?
No, for
No, where's
Chaosium.
my hidden?
Oh! Yes. Yes, so if you haven't figured it out, we're playing Call of Cthulhu 7th edition from Chaosium. Shout out to Chaosium. Awesome people over there. Thank you for letting us play your awesome game. And we're having a blast with it. But as I mentioned, I'm London. We have a great cast of characters here. If you missed last week, or if you're fresh off of it, we're going to do this anyway. Please, everyone, introduce yourselves and who you're playing tonight.
Hello, I'm Hudson, and I'm playing Alan Pendragon.
Yeah.
I'm leaving
Okay.
the spot open for Carly to take it away.
Okay, cool. I'm Carly, and I'm playing Rowan Kirby, but I'm Sith Carly now because my hair's black.
Oh my
Ooh,
gosh.
And it looks very nice, Carly.
It does.
you.
It does. And my name is Matt Stephenson, playing Axton Freidman. Thank you for joining us.
And I'm playing the most important character, Josie, Rowan's ex.
No, they're still together.
Really?
As of right now, they're still together.
Awesome. Is there anything that I'm missing that we should, touch upon before we get started here? Anybody have anything?
Yeah, should we bring up episode 1 and run through it real quick?
Yeah.
Real quick, somebody's asking in the chat, London, did you get new internet?
No, did you get a new internet?
Oh, a new internet. I'm
Singular.
sorry.
Are you the person that asked this? I don't have the chat open.
No, I did not.
Oh,
Well,
well.
our good friend Bombastic Light.
Oh, yeah, Trevor. Actually,
Trevor.
no, it's the same old internet. It just does thing. It rolls the dice, kind of like we do.
Internet 2.0, yeah.
Yeah. So last week, I rolled a failure, so the players couldn't hear me. So there was kind of like blind role playing, or just guessing what I was saying. But yes, ready to go. All right. So we're going to start off with a recap of last week. Who wants to take it away? Y'all can fill it in. But give the people listening, watching, a taste of what happened last time on Spot Hidden.
We should go in order. How do you take it away? You're
Oh,
the first
no.
one to make an appearance.
Excellent. Thank you. So, last week on Spot Hidden, we met 3 new characters, Alan, Axton, and Rowan. They're all students of Miskatonic University, and they've all been recently given a note to meet at the bell tower at midnight. And they all met there.
However, what we discovered, we're going to work on this. And then once we met at the bell tower, we met our new friend Anthony, who we are not friends with, but we're his friends now, but we're not friends of. And then we went to, we found a picture, a Polaroid. Yeah, I got it. A Polaroid on the side of the clock tower.
Do you want me to?
And then anytime, Carly. And then we
got led
to
on a scavenger hunt from after having flashbacks with like all of us, kind of. Just explaining a little bit about our backstory. We got led on a scavenger hunt, which led us to the library. And after London giving us hint after hint after hint, we finally figured out that we were supposed to go to the 3rd floor, where we met Gwen, which I remember because she looks like Gwen Stacy. And now that's where we're at. She is a member of Dust, which is a secret organization that we have all been tapped for, apparently.
Indeed, excellent recap of what happened last time. And some of you have some history with this organization, namely Alan Pendragon and his family. The Pendragon family have a history in this organization. They're very well connected in Arkham, and his grandfather, Sir Wesley Pendragon, was once a member of this esteemed society. Now, we shall continue our story by jumping forward whole year. Something that you failed to mention is that last week ended with the door locking behind you all in this small, reading room in the Miskatonic University library. There are dirt bikes in the background right now. 1 year later, you all are seniors beginning your very last full school year at Miskatonic University. But you all are different now. You all belong to something. As mentioned, you all are now fully initiated members of Dust, this esteemed academic society. And now you know a little bit about what they do. Now, they have gained some sort of public notoriety through their assistance of a bunch of police investigations. Some of these have filtered into the local press. But people seek the collected wisdom of the Dustmen because they need help with certain strange mysteries of all sorts. Nowadays, they meet in this private reading room that you were taken away to up there on the 3rd floor of the Orn Library, where these tales are told and these mysteries are conjectured upon. When a case is presented, the society chooses their most suitable investigators to take on this mystery. Now, our session tonight begins with you all being summoned to this small, intimate reading room. There is light filtering in from outside, copious amounts of light in this room that can be switched off at a moment's notice due to the heavy curtains that can be slid over the windows there. It is a very clean and pristine room with books of all sorts that line the walls. There is this beautifully upholstered couch that is usually, it's one of the first things that people like to jump on as they come into the room after a long day of studying. There is not an inch of this room that is uncleaned. There's usually a janitor here at all times, making sure that everything is nice and, for lack of a better word, dusted, swept, mopped, and such things. And you
Don't
all
tell Thanos.
Oh gosh.
What's the janitor's name?
His name's Henry.
Okay.
Henry!
Hey, how's it going, guys? How's class going?
Fine, Henry.
Well, you're a talker.
Rowan's just sipping her chocolate milk.
So as you greet Henry and walk into this room, you're here because you've been summoned by the newly elected president of your sort of Dustman class. You see this guy. He's wearing this immaculately tailored suit. Hey, y'all elected him, not me.
No, we didn't. I don't
We
remember
did
voting for
not.
him.
We did not.
Did any of you vote for this guy?
I did.
Absolutely not.
So Pendragon, of the 15 members of Dusk, was one of the majority that voted for Anthony Fallon to be your president. He is at the back of the room, kind of looking out of the window, looking over the campus there. He turns around with a big smile and says, "First week of class. How's it going, guys?"
What's up, Anthony?
Pendragon! How's it going? He extends a hand and hand a hand to you. All right. Axton, Rowan.
Anthony.
Well, looks like we finally have some work. Finally have a mystery.
What is it?
Well, you can say it a little more excited, Rowan.
I'm sorry.
Isn't this
You
great?
always do this big build up and it's just,
I know. Okay, well, listen, here. It's this. And he pulls out this sort of, this clipboard that he has there, and he peers over it for a little bit. Okay, yes. So, Axton, Alan, and Rowan, yes. Now, since you all are my first friends in the society, I thought this would be a great opportunity for you all. But there's something strange happening in the museum at night. I don't know quite where to start with this, and I know that you all are capable of, really diving into this for me, but they keep finding slime everywhere.
Oh, okay. I thought we were going to have to go hunt down Rami Malek as the pharaoh. Cool. That makes much more sense.
You and your movies.
Possibly mildew.
Oh no, this
Something of the
is.
sort.
If it was that, they would just call the custodial services. The fact that this has been put on our desk here, something deeper. Potentially.
What's the color of the slime?
It's like this. They say it's this translucent, stinky stuff. It's weird. But they've also found the display cases damaged randomly, but nothing's taken. So that's even stranger. There's this slime everywhere covering the walls, the floor. They clean it up as quickly as possible, sweep up broken glass, and then the very next day, the very next morning, that the people come in, broken again. This has happened for 3 nights in a row. Now, the reason that it took so long for this to reach us is last night was a tipping point. One of the janitors just couldn't take it anymore. He said that he saw something there. I don't have any details on what he saw, but he saw something that might be the cause of this. He put in his resignation letter this morning, but the curator of the museum wants to keep this, the down low. There's a new exhibit that's opening very soon. They just moved it up. Should be opening next week. And they don't want any bad publicity, to keep people out of the museum. So, I just need you to do some research.
Where was this broken glass coming from?
So it's like the broken glass on the display cases.
When did they move the new exhibit up? 3
Um,
nights ago?
Let me take a look. And he peers through the papers. Yeah, last week. Not 3 nights ago, but last week, for sure. Fishy.
All right.
So, any more questions? I think this will be a good job for you all.
Anthony, are you going to join us?
Nope, I got class. Big test coming up.
I mean, you can't go at midnight. You have class at midnight.
I mean, I could, but I'm going to be studying.
It's fine. He just let him study. He'll
Good,
be...
Anthony. Shall we, Alan?
You really want me to come with you guys?
Best of luck with your thing, Anthony. No, that's quite all right. Thank you,
No?
Anthony.
Pendragon, your friends don't want me to come with.
No, stay here, please.
It's cool, Anthony.
That's
we
not
can.
at all. We love you, Anthony.
We'll catch up later, dude.
All right, man. All right. So let me know what happens. We can talk about this at the
Take
next
care,
meeting.
Anthony.
Yes, of course. All right. He nods at you. Henry nods at you. All right. See you later, guys. And goes back to cleaning the room. What are your first steps here?
As soon as we leave, I say, something about him. He just seems too friendly. I just don't trust it. I've never met
To
someone
settle
that
in
friendly.
office is-
It is very
Maybe so.
strange that he didn't want to come with us and said he had class, but we never specified what time we were going.
I mean, I'm not arguing. I'm not
Hope
saying
he
there's
has this
something up
handled.
with him like that. I just mean he just freaks me out because he's so nice.
I don't know. I don't think anything's wrong with him. I think he's a cool guy. He's just, focused on school.
He
Okay,
certainly uses his
we
way
go
up
to the
top.
museum, I guess.
Cool. You're just going straight away to the museum? So
I mean,
yeah.
Unless anyone has.
Should we go buy some weapons?
I have my field bag with me, I should say.
Is
Yeah,
is
what
there
time
a
of day is
blacksmith
this?
around?
There There are places where you can get, if you're looking for a sword, sure. There is like sort of like an outdoor store where they have knives, some longer, bigger, like machete type things as well. Also guns around, for sure.
What what time of day is it?
Right now it's the morning, so it's right before lunchtime. I would say probably like 11:30.
Okay. In the day?
Yes.
No, like 11.
Oh, in
What
the
day?
Oh, in the day. Sorry.
And the day,
And
yeah.
the day, not on the day.
This is
And
Wednesday. This is
And the dead.
This is Wednesday.
Thank you.
Mhm.
All right.
What's the
Big day.
month?
August.
Okay.
Don't sing Taylor Swift,
2021.
Carly.
I'm sitting here just fighting it.
Me too.
I'm fighting it.
That's a beautiful song. Anyway. Cool, but yeah, the world is your oyster. You can go wherever you want to. You can go to the museum if you would like. You can go buy weapons if you think you might need them. You can do anything you like.
I'm gonna say I don't think a gun will work against a ghost, so.
Yeah.
This is almost certainly ectoplasm, right? Like we're in agreement for that.
See, I wasn't gonna make a Ghostbuster reference, but yeah, is this Ghostbusters?
It totally is. Like it's just not the library.
That's ridiculous. Are we traveling together or separate?
I mean, I don't see a reason for us to go separate.
Well, I technically
believe
have
we
to go
can-
separate.
We can meet at the museum, the way I see it.
All right. What
Okay.
time? 45 minutes? An hour? Just give us. I don't know.
It's currently 11:30.
I feel like we should probably go in
seems-
before nighttime just to see how it normally is. Just kind of look around and then at night go to deal with whatever else is going on.
Keeper, is the library? Did you say that the library is closed now? Like, did they shut down? Or are they still operating?
Oh, the actual library or the museum? You gotta sip of
Swallow that
something.
one.
You gotta sip of something strong there, man.
Yeah, geez Louise.
I want what he's having.
Yeah. Matt's over here like,
Like
Oh,
when little kids cough, just okay.
it's like
Yeah.
that cat.
So no, I meant.
Oh.
Did you? I meant the museum.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, so the museum, it is currently closed, but you shouldn't have any problem getting in, now that this has been passed over to dust.
Real quick, just in chat, shout out to Ain't Slade for gifting the subs.
Ain't
Hey.
Slade! Yo!
Yeah.
I love Ain't Slade. Oh my goodness.
Hell yeah. Okay, so man,
Thank
I
you.
zoned out there at the wrong time. So I believe we'll get our affairs in order and just meet at the museum in an hour. Excellent suggestion, Rowan.
Cool, so what are your affairs that you have to get in order? Specifically Axton.
He doesn't know.
Okay, cool. Cool.
No, he wants to make sure he has everything in terms of in his backpack. So he's gonna carry the typical flashlight,
Mhm.
journal, pen. I think that's about all he really worries about. And I know there's some change in there as well, just some coins.
Okay, cool. All right, is anybody else gathering anything before they head to the museum today?
Said I had my field bag with me, but I want to retcon and say that I have to go to my apartment to get it just to kill time.
Okay, cool.
Um,
What's in your field bag that you're going to get?
So that has my rock hammer. This is based on what is in my Carly's field bag. It has a rock hammer, a hand lens, some chisels, a couple Ziploc bags, and really that's about. A identification kit, like a little mineral identification kit, and that just usually has just a like ceramic plate, an iron nail, and a thing of hydrochloric acid, like very diluted hydrochloric acid.
Got you. And as you go home to gather all of your things there, you see your cat just there, casually on your desk in your room.
Gerald. At this point, Rowan has bought. It's called museum putty. It's literally just like you just use it to stick things to shelves so they don't fall off. So she has like Gerald proofed the entire apartment.
And you can almost see Gerald looking around for something to break.
He thought he was mean before. Man, he can't even take his rage out now.
And Alan, what are you doing in this period here?
Alan right now is making sure that his bike has enough fuel in it. So he went to the gas station to get some gas. And then he made a quick trip back to his cabin to collect some supplies before he heads over to the library.
What are you gathering?
Probably some, a lighter.
Okay.
Probably a cloth. Maybe an empty bottle. That's about it.
Fantastic. Okay. Fantastic. And you mentioned that you have a cabin. This is where you live, right?
Yes, it is.
Cool. And what does that look like?
So it's like a cabin in the middle of the woods. Do you want me to fully describe the contents of the cabin, or
if you would like to, you can, or if you would like to visit this at another time and describe that then.
Bro, what's your commute if you're in a cabin?
What? It's
So
not that far.
what's your commute?
It's not that far. It's probably about.
All right. Got it.
So the cabin's in the middle of the woods. It's kind of a little bit of 20-minute drive away from the university. Inside the cabin, because Alan is an archaeologist, he has a lot of artifacts. He has a very extensive collection of artifacts, but some of the artifacts are a little personal for him and have a lot to do with his family. He has a fireplace, and over that fireplace there's a shield with the family crescent, and then there's a glass case, very long glass case with 2 shelves next to the fireplace, and there are 3 items in that glass case, very, very old and ancient items. So that's all I'm going to give right now of Alan's cabin.
Interesting.
All right.
Okay, cool. Awesome. So, 45 minutes.
Everything in my power to.
You're going to do everything in your power to what?
To not give Hudson the satisfaction of all of us meeting there. No, I'm kidding.
Rowan will never set foot in that cabin
No,
Ever.
it's gonna be great.
now.
Do you want me to tell you now then? I can tell you now.
No,
We'll go to the cabin.
no.
Make it
It's coming.
dramatic.
So, as you said, 45 minutes later is when you were all meeting together. Well,
An hour, but
an hour, yes, an hour later, you are all met with these huge Corinthian columns that are kind of flanked by these marble statues outside of the museum. You see these just very, very austere-looking gentlemen on each side of these columns here. Inside are these big, wide galleries, spacious halls that are all dressed in very fine granite, marble. These tall windows and skylights just flood this place with light. There's light everywhere, even, without the assistance of the, electrical lights that hang overhead. This place would be very well lit during the day. As you step inside, your feet almost echo throughout the place. You can hear them extend throughout the entire building. Later, you will discover that even your voices do the same thing, and they echo, echo, echo. I know Hudson has that setting on his mic to do that, but that's kind of the description of this place. It's very grand and just very, very well decorated neoclassical museum. The first person that greets you as you step inside, he recognizes you all, and you recognize him as the curator of the museum, Curator Grew. His name is George Grew, and you see this sort of a stout man. He has this big beard on his face, these little glasses, long curly hair that's graying like salt and pepper gray that's put back in a big poofy ponytail, and he's wearing like a Hawaiian shirt, but he kind of comes over there too. He comes over there to you. Well.
Oh my gosh.
Dust. Well, you're here to help, I guess. All right.
Yes, we are.
Yes.
And, what's your name again?
We are.
I'm Grew, George Grew.
Nice to meet you. I'm Alan.
Yes.
Rowan.
Yes.
I'm Axton.
Yes. Well, time is of the essence here. We need to open up this museum immediately, but there's something strange going on, so I called you all here, and you need to take a look around and figure out quite what's going on so we can get this fixed.
All right.
Is there anybody else in the museum besides you?
Not right now. No, we're not letting anybody in. We're saying we're closed for renovations for a couple of days.
Do you
Not
know?
even.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Axton.
Not even a guard.
A guard? No. Just the normal campus security here. We keep the doors locked up front, but I knew you guys were coming over, so let you right in.
Have
What-
you seen anything other than the slime and the broken bits?
Well, that's the thing. I mean, I've looked all around for any sorts of things that are stolen, but no, the glass cases are just broken. That's it. And then this gooey stuff around here. I'll show you. And he kind of, walks over to the. Well, I'll give you a couple more bits of layout of what you see. So, as you step into the door, there's this big open area in front of you, and here is the natural history area. And the biggest thing in this place is this large dinosaur, like with the long neck there. The skeleton of it extends all the way up to the top of the ceiling. To your right, you can see in big letters above, sort of like this doorway, it leads into the geology area. To your left, leads into the ancient cultures area. And then from there, back, the museum goes back. And there's also like the ancient and classical arts section, contemporary culture section. There's an art gallery. The third door on your right, all the way down, would be where the new exhibit is going to be. And in the back corner is the special Orn collection there. So this is kind of how it's laid out.
Special Orn?
Orn, yeah, Orne, like the library.
He was the founder of Miskatonic University?
Yes,
Or one of
Yes, Jeremiah Orn. Yes, that's named after. So Grew takes you over to one of the walls, and he just without even touching it, showing you this just thick, stinky gloop that is kind of smeared against the wall. It almost smells like soured milk, and that scent gets stronger and stronger as you walk over to the wall.
What was the latest exhibit?
Oh, yes, it's these it's a Neolithic sort of stone exhibit that we just moved up from the vaults.
Or did you?
Did you notice the same behavior in the vaults?
No sorts of goop or anything broken down there.
Who moved these stone artifacts up here?
Nope, just the museum staff. Yes, students and such. I got a bad back. I don't want to throw it out.
You're saying that it's a student staff. Can we get the names of the students?
Oh yes. Yes. There is Andrew Miller. Who else? Oh yeah, yes. Oh, Billy Smith. Yes. Oh yes. And then Jared Johnson. Yes. And I supervised. Brought it up on the elevator. Moved everything with these, the large carts and such, and then moved them into the exhibit.
Where were these artifacts procured from?
Overseas. They were procured overseas over there, yes. There was, in what would probably be sort of modern-day Basque country, I would say, yes.
This is Matt talking. What is Bass Country? You say Bass?
Where we fought.
This is the home of Daniel Baskins.
Yeah. No, it's where we fought that giant wolf thing in Reign of Terror.
This is off stream for if you're listening to this.
Yes, this is when we did our French Revolution campaign. It's where we had
I'm not
the
aware.
epic moment of us all almost dying and Hudson trying to sacrifice himself yet again. Okay.
Okay.
Interesting.
Yes.
Get myself right out of that moment. How exactly have you been cleaning this?
Been cleaning this? Oh, well, soap and water.
And what happens to it?
Goes away.
Does it dissolve?
Yeah.
Does it just...
Yeah, it comes off pretty easily, you know. And he kind of looks around for anything that he can find. One moment, and he not runs off, but kind of scuttles off looking for something. What do you do?
I want to go to the new exhibit.
Cool.
Go look at these artifacts.
I would also like to go to the new exhibit.
Cool.
I'm gonna look at where this stuff is originating from, kind of get an idea of how it travels.
Ooh.
Where it's coming from.
Great. So, as
Super smart.
no, that's just smart. So can you give me a track roll?
Ooh, okay. Here's
Axton. Meanwhile, the others, they're making their way along the right side of the building here. You pass.
Oh, shit.
Okay, that was my
get?
track's 10, but I just rolled a 9. Okay, great. Moving on.
Perfect. Okay, so Alan and Rowan, you begin moving along the right side of the building. You pass the geology exhibit, the contemporary culture exhibit, and then you kind of round the women's restroom there and make your way into the newest exhibit here. There is like a collection of different things, but at the center of the room is this circle of these large stone-looking I don't know what to call them. Almost like, was it like monoliths? These very big things that just extend probably about 10 feet up, 10, 15 feet up off the ground, straight up in a circle. There are a couple of other things in this room. There is this case that has been broken, smashed, shattered. The glass has been picked up off the ground, but still the remains of the cakes are very jagged and shoot up towards the sky. Inside this is a dagger of some sorts. Elsewhere in this exhibit, kind of on the opposite end of the room, is another broken glass case. But this has been seemingly kind of knocked off the pedestal it was resting on. So this is on the ground, kind of shattered into the ground. But inside the case are these, about this size, about like this, handheld stone tablets that are inside of that. And these are some of the things that you see, the main things of note here in this new exhibit.
Alan would like to go and look at the dagger.
Okay. Great. So as you go and look at this dagger, it seems very, very old. Uh, it the sort of the blade of it doesn't look like steel. It looks you're not quite sure. But if you gave me an appraise or an archaeology or anthropology, I might be able to give you something else here, or even a natural world. Either of those.
So yeah, I made an archaeology roll. It was a success, 46 versus 51.
Ooh, fantastic. So, just from your studies, you would know that this is newer than the stones in the middle of the room, or even the stone tablets, without even looking at them. You would know that this is something from the Bronze Age, potentially.
Not the Hyborian Age.
Not the Hyborian Age, no. No James Earl Jones in this.
Ah, darn.
Or Arnold. Well, yes. And that's what you know from that role you've given me. You can give me a spot hidden if you want anything else about anything particular, if you would like.
I'll give it a shot.
Give it a shot.
Cool. Failure. 54 versus 45.
Cool. You're looking it over for any sort of distinguishing marks or anything, but there's nothing that sticks out immediately other than, you look at the sort of the plaque that's there. It states that this is actually, let me see here. Don't want to misquote what I've written. This seems to be, this thing is made of bronze.
Am I able to take it out?
So yeah, you have a clear shot at it. The glass is broken. You can touch it if you would like.
I would like to rescue, as an archaeologist, I would like to rescue the dagger from its imprisonment.
Cool. And you're able to take that. The handle is cold in your hands, but it's a very unique, piece that you have here. Nothing like you've seen in person, but it is a very fine specimen, and you have it in your hands.
Excellent.
I want to look into rocks.
in the other room?
No, the big obelisk that you were describing.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. Yeah, give me a geology roll.
Okay. 86 versus 60 failure. Can I read the plaque that's in front of it, I'm assuming?
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
So as you're reading it, it says late Neolithic to early Bronze Age is kind of like the guess on where this came from here.
Okay.
Oh,
sorry. Go ahead.
What were you gonna ask?
I was gonna ask, does it say like what type of mineral or rock it is?
It does not. It says unidentified. But if
I hadn't rolled an 86, I could identify it for you.
Well, as you're looking at this, give me a spot hidden roll.
Okay, that leveled up last week, but I had to scoot, so I didn't get to level up. But it's a 39 versus 50, so it doesn't matter.
We'll get you. Okay, just kind of mark your others.
Yeah.
Here. Perfect. So as you're looking at this, you're looking closer, and you see these inscriptions on this rock. Deep into each of the rocks, there are these drawings of something. It looks humanoid-ish, but you're not sure. It looks almost like some sort of weird King Kong fan art, right? There's this large, almost ape-like thing, and sort of little people surrounding it. You might even circle these stones, and on each of them there's some variation of scenes involving this sort of hulking thing, and smaller people, some lying on the ground almost.
What's that one Lovecraft story where that dude like had a kid with an ape. That's all I can think of.
But as you're looking at this, one more thing that sticks out to you is that several of these have these big gashes through the pictures.
Okay.
Almost like they've been like crossed out, just in the stone. Mm-hmm.
Hey, Alan, do you know anything about a weird Basque ape man?
Let me think. And as Alan thinks, is there a way I can roll to see if I know that?
But I was kind of going for, because I have nothing for this.
Give me anthropology. Or, yeah, even a history if you have that.
I'm going to do history because I guarantee you I ain't going to get anthropology.
Okay.
You're an archaeologist.
I know, but my anthropology is a 1. Failure. 51 versus 45.
Cool.
So close.
So yeah, you're thinking about your studies of the culture. You don't know anything about an ape man thing. You've heard of something called Galeko, which is the spirit of the night there, but nothing that matches this.
No, yeah. Rowan, I have no idea about some ape man in Basque Country. I've heard stories and legends from Basque Country, but that's it.
And Axton, ever pensive. What are you doing?
What is Axton doing?
Yeah.
He was tracking the origination and path of this goo.
Cool.
And he succeeded. 9 versus 10. We want that first number to be lower. Those who may or may not know.
And that is lower. That's a great roll. And so as you're sort of tracking the path of where this is, you see the slime appearing on the ground in the walls, weaving in and out of several rooms. It doesn't seem to touch others. So, it weaves on the ground into the ancient cultures room, into the geology room, even through the contemporary culture room. It doesn't have seemed to touch either the art galleries, the ancient and classical arts, or the art gallery itself. Yet, as you're tracking this goo, if you had to guess, and with that great roll, had to originate from that new exhibit.
The one that my friends are at.
Yes, but it has been through several other exhibits.
Hey, Axton,
well,
have you found anything?
I found goo. Following this trail, noticing, where it's going, where it's not, following it back to this new exhibit, does it have a point specifically where it's coming from, or is it just straight up appearing out of these opaque solid walls?
It seems to have come from somewhere in the room, because there's just like this big sort of almost like just like mess of the goo. You can see where it's been like cleaned up. So the floor is still kind of wet around where these big stones are in the center. So you aren't able to get a clear read on where like this started, but it's somewhere in the room, and that's since been sort of washed away. But that's what I'll tell you. It's from somewhere here, not just from the walls, but it's on the ground.
From what I can tell, this goo comes specifically from this exhibit you're standing at. Beyond that, it seems to avoid any sort of art. Maybe it's not as cultured as we are. Aside from that, it seems to enter every other room, meaning ancient culture, geology, contemporary culture. Is that the one,
Mhm.
keeper? Okay.
Yes.
However, it does not touch the art gallery or the art.
Ancient
the
and
other one?
ancient and classical arts.
Thank you.
It also doesn't have seemed to have made its way into the the Orne collection in the back.
It's looking for
Hand of
something.
woods.
This is a trail from something, and it's looking for something.
It's a rather straight away assumption. You seem to still be on your, what would you call it, ectoplasm theory?
Yes, look at this.
Hmm.
And I want to point out the 8-man drawings. This might be what we're dealing with. Look, in the past year, I've had to learn a lot of things are weirder than they seem. What if somehow they summoned this 8-man here? He's looking for something. I don't know. Can
Yeah.
either of you read these tablets?
Real quick, which ones were crossed out? As Axton is now looking at them.
So several of the drawings.
Okay, thank you.
As you're looking around, since you mentioned that, you see that really all but one of them is kind of uncrossed.
Which is?
Just one of the drawings. It's on sort of it's the one facing you as you walk into this exhibit from the main area. That big stone monolith there, its drawings are unhindered.
You said it was in a... Oh,
what
sorry, go ahead.
what is this one that doesn't seem to be crossed out? What is it representing? What can we see here?
Give me an intelligence roll.
I may have what am I giving you?
Intelligence? Or yeah, intelligence.
You got it. 4680. Success.
Cool. Okay, fantastic. So, as you're
Cool.
Hey, real quick, Mayday's in the chat. What's up,
Yeah, shout out.
Mayday. Hello, Mayday. I love Mayday.
Beautiful.
Yes, so with your
Thank you, Alloyd.
intelligence.
My best is nice.
Hey,
Sorry, I'm
Carter. So
Thanks, Ace.
you make with your intelligence roll, you see and kind of make the assumption that there is not anything different about this drawing and the others around it. They're all identical, really. This by looking at them. This is no different from the rest, except for it's unslashed, uncarved.
So they're all identical, all the untouched ones.
Mm-hmm. Generally, yes.
Rowan,
Hmm?
where did the museum curator go?
I don't know. He said he'd be right back. Maybe we should go back to where we were, see if we can find him.
We need to find out who else has been around this new exhibit.
Okay, I have in my
You're
notes,
saying-
London, that the obelisks are in a circle. Like they're arranged in a circle, like Stonehenge kinda.
By Spinal Tap.
Yes.
Okay. Cool. That's sketch. Okay. Yeah.
I'm gonna bother you one more time, Keeper, and you're gonna hate me, London.
What do you mean bother me? We're playing a game.
No,
This is the point of the game.
I'm sorry. I don't know. I got you. These 4 drawings. What are they of? What are the drawings of?
Yes. So the drawing.
Like, what do they look like?
Yeah. So they look like this sort of primate-looking figure that's larger than all of the other sort of clearly people that are around it. Just in sort of various poses. there's not even really any sort of facial definition on this sort of hulking drawing, but the smaller people around it, they might have various weapons. Some are on the ground, presumably dead or injured. Some seem to flee from this thing. All of the drawings depict this.
Thank you.
You hear a door swing open. Feet, and as they echo throughout the place. And George Grew runs back in with like a handful of paper towels. All right, here, got some wet paper towels. I'll show you. And he runs over to one of the walls in the exhibit there. Just kind of wipes it down. See, comes right off. Just a little hand soap, and that'll do it.
Listen, who else has been around this new exhibit that you know
of? That poor janitor. You know, he quit. He was our best janitor here. He'd been working here for years, a decade even. He would always.
Could you put us in contact with him?
Yeah, I'm sure I can. Of course, yeah. 1 second, and he runs off. This time he can.
Wait, real quick.
Oh, yeah, hey. Oh, hey. Yes.
Hey. Also, are there video cameras in this museum?
No, yes, of course.
Is there a way we can get, footage of, the past couple of weeks?
Indeed. All right. Yes, I can take you up to see those things. Right away. As soon as you're done here.
I'm done here. What about you guys?
I want to look at the tablets and see what language it's in.
Well, I'll help with that.
I'm guessing it's Basque. Is Basque a language? I believe it is.
The Basque language?
So,
Whale shit.
That's all it says in Latin. Whale shit.
Oh my gosh. All right. So, let me see here. So, as you're looking at the tablets, I won't even ask for a roll for this because any sort of translation that you would need to do has already been done.
Thank God.
Yeah, so there's like a card, that is fell on the ground, like right here next to this big broken case. And it seems to have been originally in some sort of language that's closely tied to the Basque language. Not exactly, but they were able to translate it, the best they could, which was almost a miracle. Which is explained on this sort of write-up that's next to it.
If it rhymes in English, I'm bullying you for it.
If it rhymes in English?
Yes, that is my least favorite trope, is that when people translate other languages, somehow it always rhymes in English. Like,
no.
that's not how it
This is a
works.
tablet. Don't say
Okay.
dagnabbit.
Bring them all.
No, this does not rhyme. But at the
Okay.
top of the translation, it reads, "The copper binding."
Oh, good.
On it, it says, "I, with the searing light from inside, bind the one who lurks outside." I, with the searing light from inside, bind the one who lurks outside.
Well, that's not terrifying.
Huddy, you still have that dagger, right? Does Alan still have it?
That's correct.
Okay.
Bronze,
This-
not copper.
Yes, bronze.
no, right,
bronze
right.
dagger. At this point, because Alan has his backpack with him, he's put the dagger inside the backpack. So the museum curator has no idea that he may or may not walk out the door with it.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Okay. So just give me a general luck roll.
All of us?
No, just Alan. Curator is not around currently. He ran away again.
Success. 52 versus 85.
Okay, noted. All right, so you've stuck this dagger directly into your backpack, and it's there. Are you going to any sort of other locations within this museum?
I want to check the geology exhibit, not because of geology, but because I do have a theory. I want to see if it's stopped in front of anything in particular. If like the ectoplasm, slime, whatever is like congealed, any particular like minerals, anything with copper in it necessarily.
Okay, cool. So you're trying to follow the trail, or you're just giving it like a sort of like a once around?
I'm following the trail, I guess.
Okay, that'll be a track.
Halfway decent at that. Oh, ha ha ha! 69, but it was versus a 30.
Yeah, it seems to go every which way. It doesn't seem to have any rhyme or reason in the way that it moves. It doesn't stop in any one place and then backtrack. It's just kind of weaving throughout the entire place. But while you're in here, if you want to give me a spot hidden, you can.
91 versus 50.
Okay. Yeah, so
Well, it's been fun, you guys. I gotta go.
in here, it's your run-of-the-mill geological samples. There's crystals, gemstones, and there's these exhibits that just describe the long-term geological process. But that's really all you see inside. Great. Anything else from
Okay.
anyone?
Yeah, Axton would like to head to. Let's go to the ancient classical art, as that is one of the halls that he sees that are not being slimed. And see if there's anything out of the ordinary. Maybe it's coming from another location, or if it's just completely clear.
Okay, yeah, give me a spot hidden. Spot
You got it.
hidden.
Ah,
Name of the show.
84, 53. Failure.
I was accidentally muted for my very good Nicki Minaj reference earlier, but it's fine.
Ah, cool. So as you look inside this room, you don't see any sort of trace at all of any of the goo. It's just an exhibit full of you see some Grecian urns here, like Greek, Roman, Gothic statuary are in here. One cool thing is this big, hefty medieval broadsword that seems to be in great condition, which is on display in this room.
Yeah, if that's catching his eye, he's gonna go over and check that, and with copper.
The rest of us walk in there. I just want to look at Alan and go, no.
Yeah, so you just
Yeah, so we're checking the sword out, and maybe because copper's on his mind, he doesn't really know metal that well, but he'll check out the material and look for dust on this statue. How long has it been here? Is there any sign of maybe out of the wackiest scenarios if it's moved?
the statues.
The specific one with the sword, yeah.
Oh yeah, so it doesn't have a sword. The sword is just on its own in a big display case. There are different statues within the exhibit. None of them are holding swords.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. Give me a spot hidden if you're looking for any sort of movement from the statues, and then a natural world or a praise if you're trying to find the material of the sword.
Tablet we found, man. Brings me to life at night.
So looking at this, the first one you said was the movement. Yeah, that was 1253 hard success, less than half. And then you said natural order or what? What was the other one?
Or a praise? Is that what I said?
I'm not. You know what? 10's better than 5. Oh, okay.
When you try your best. But
Okay,
you
so
don't
failure
succeed.
on the sword one. Yeah.
Cool. So you're staring down these statues. just describe what that's like as you're staring at at each of these statues.
Not again.
I'm not gonna have a staring contest.
Not again.
It's about like that. Yeah, yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. No.
Just don't blink at it, Matt. Don't blink.
These statues don't move. I mean, they're very old. But they don't move or anything. They're just some dumb old statues. You can even hear Curator Gru kind of approach from behind and just kind of stand there and wait around, like looking, seeing what you're inspecting to see if you can kind of come to any conclusion.
Gru,
Oh, yes.
what is this sword made out of?
Oh, steel, of course.
You seem confident.
I'm the curator.
Granted.
Gru, where does the swords, where does it come from?
Oh, England.
What part?
And he lowers his glasses, looks at it. It was found near this village called Totper.
All right, I'm done.
I gotta go.
Very old.
Alan likes to, he would like to take a look at it.
Oh my god.
Of course, look at it, yes. Go ahead. What are you looking for?
Is there any Celtic script on the blade of the sword?
Give me a spot hidden roll.
You really, all your marbles, honey.
Oh.
Failure 84 versus 45.
If there's any sort of like inscription on the blade of this sword, it's been long faded, unfortunately. But other than that, it's in seemingly excellent condition.
Alan just kind of goes, it's not it.
Excuse me?
It's not copper. We were looking
Nothing.
for copper.
Oh, right. Are you into weapons, young man? As he points at Alan.
Yeah, kind of.
Oh, yes. We have some great things. Yeah, right this way, right next door, actually. And he kind of pulls Alan away, kind of back towards the front into the next room that's there.
One moment, Gru.
Oh, yes, what? Hello.
Is there any reason any sort of fancy goo might deflect itself from this room in particular?
I can't say so. I don't know why.
Copper pipes.
What?
Copper pipes.
Where?
This is an old building. They would still use copper in the pipes, correct?
I don't know that.
Could it be in these doorways? That's why they don't pass through these doorways? Archways, whatever you want to call it.
You can give me an intelligence roll to know this.
Please, God. Please,
I
God.
don't...
I'm spending 2 luck points. Fuck you. That's 82 versus 80. That's absolutely worth it.
It's a little aggressive.
Okay.
Oh my God.
If you had to presume, yeah, you would think there would be, pipes, made of copper in this building that would even run through, sort of the walls and over the place. This place has been here for probably 100 years in some form or fashion. It's been expanded
Since the Dark Ages.
I'm sorry. I got so excited when I thought of that. I had to know if I was right.
This place has been expanded upon, and definitely cleaned up. There is now, sort of like modern touches to this place, but it is an old building, and probably so if you had to guess.
Solid point, Rowan. Gru,
Oh, yes.
do you have any blueprints of this building?
Not on hand. No, I don't. But
Well,
there
obviously not on hand, but somewhere in the building.
Library.
I can, we can try to take a look at that for sure. But the library might be the best bet. Your domain. Yes.
Granted.
All right. Anyway, Pendragon, this way. As he walks back through, and he says,
I'm sorry. How do you know my last name?
"Well, everybody knows you. You're Alan Pendragon.
I'm sorry. Continue.
You have your family's eyes."
Hang on, did Huddy's door just crack open a little bit? I'm sorry, that may just be me. That's my bad.
I'm going to. Don't. Oh. I'm in a new house. Don't you do that.
That's my bad. I was actually being a
Did it really?
I thought I saw something.
Now I'm scared.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
It's been that cracked the whole time.
Okay, all right.
Honey.Hubs.
Hey guys, go follow him on Instagram for all this
He's-
mental torture Matt just put him through.
He's dead, so
Rip.
well wishes.
Oh my goodness. Well, I hope he's good.
Yeah, well, it got him. So long, Huddy. Alan just had an aneurysm on the museum. Oh, he's
Love that episode of Skins.
Don't do that to me.
Huddy, is your door
I love
even
that
farther open?
No, nobody's in here.
Okay.
He went to look.
Hopefully.
I don't blame you because I could have swore I saw something move. All right.
Oh my god.
Okay, I have a sword next to me.
Yeah.
All right.
I would love to see
Okay.
Hudson impale somebody. You know, like
I
Oh
thought
my
you said
gosh.
Hudson impaled, and I'm thinking,
Yeah, I know.
damn,
I
you
was
don't
like,
want him to
wow.
win?
no, that's not what I said. I want Hudson to win. Anyway, Gru.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, Gru is
Yeah.
like, all right, Alan, if that's better, this way. This is what I wanted to show you. And he points at another broken case in the ancient cultures room. But you see this spear, and it is adorned with, it looks like these sort of like tokens of like little shells. There are also some feathers also tied to the spear as well.
Alan would like to look at the spear and see what time period it came from.
Cool. So he points. Oh yes, right here, and he points to a little plaque next to it. This is an authentic Polynesian spear. Yes, and he he almost like reaches out to touch it, and he's like, "Oh, well, excuse me, I almost messed up there." And he points at a sign across the room, "No touching." But he says, "No, all right," and he very carefully picks it up, takes it down. Yes, right here. This is a weapon. We have some very old weapons here, but this is one of my favorites. It's beautiful, right? And you can just see how, just nicely adorned it is. The nice shells and such, and the very pointy, sort of tip of the spear there. Yes. And he reaches back up to put it back down very carefully. I guess we could better replace this glass here as well.
Listen, where did the spear come from?
Oh, yes. From the Hawaiian Islands, yes.
It specifically came from the Hawaiian Islands.
Yes.
It's never been anywhere else.
Miskatonic University. Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Do you have any other unique weapons?
Yes. You should see the gun collection. And he runs. They don't work, but you should see them. And then so he just kind of gives you like this tour of the museum with just like some of the old weapons. There's not that many, but you can tell that Gru's very fond of the weapons that are here in the museum. All right, is anybody else doing anything else, or would like
Art
to do anything?
gallery.
Real quick, you can't say, Basque Country and then put a spear also in the same
Oh.
scenario. You see where I'm going with this?
Yeah, I was on board.
I
Like
forgot.
feathers, yeah.
I forgot about the spear.
Deep cut.
Our home game deep cuts is what we're.
Yeah.
Yeah, so art gallery. The other untouched place.
Indeed. So as you're looking inside of the art gallery, you can see that also, again, without even looking like for like a roll or anything, you can see that this place has no sort of goo. None of the pictures are lopsided or anything or knocked about. But there's some nice artwork in here for sure, I would say.
Shout out to my great grandmother's old house for getting robbed for its copper pipes, and that's the reason I know that's a thing in old houses.
Got robbed for her copper pipes.
Well, the house was like abandoned at that point, but like
Oh.
people like went into it and took all the copper pipes from it.
PSA: hide your copper pipes, kids.
Hide
you
your
never know when
pipes.
someone's gonna want them.
Hide your pipes.
Um,
Don't, London. I see you wanting to make a joke.
You always try to get in my head, Carly. You always try
You
to
made
assume.
that face like you were about to say something and then change your mind.
no, that
but
was the
it's funny
like,
because I also wanted to say something, but I wasn't.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
No,
cool.
y'all.
Cool. Yeah, Axton's in the art gallery.
Yeah, he's not spending much time in here. I think he's going to find Gru to see if he can't get this janitor either on site or on the phone.
Oh, yeah. I wish that I could talk some sense into him, but he's honestly scared as hell. I don't know why. I mean, I've been reviewing the tapes as well. We can go take a look at them, but nothing seems to be out of the ordinary. I can just see him, freaking out and running away. Just running out of the museum. He resigns the next day. This morning, in fact. And it's almost as if this goo just accumulates. Almost like dew. It just settles, and then by morning it's here. At least from the tapes. Yeah.
Are there vents anywhere near where the goo?
Yeah, there's vents everywhere here.
No. This is Carly asking. Like, are there vents like directly above or across from the goo or anything?
Well, I would say yeah. So they can be found, above and across from the goo in the various places
Okay.
that they are. But just from where Axton looked around, it's nothing coming directly out of a vent.
Okay. Cool. I knew it like originated one place, but I didn't know if it was using the vents to like
Mhm.
move around or something, dripping from that. But cool.
Indeed.
Answers my question.
Of course.
Well.
All right.
Can I please see those security tapes?
All right. Yes. We'll travel to the security and take a look at all the tapes.
Gru, while you're doing that, do you mind if I might have access to the vault, just where this came from specifically?
I'm sorry. We can't have any students even in dust in the vaults.
Right, but considering you're having employees resign left and right, it's not like I'm going to be taking anything per se.
Yes, and if you also have student staff bringing the new exhibit up here, wouldn't they have to go into the vault?
Well, they're very. They are very well. Psychology roll.
Psychology?
From who?
Everybody.
All of us?
Everybody.
I'm just standing there menacingly, but I will also do it.
7 points off. Failure.
11 points off.
Failure. 46 versus 10.
Do we all have a 10 psychology?
Yeah.
And that's on
read there,
STEM majors.
So he goes, yeah, well, they have special clearance from working here in the museum. So they are also school employees. Yes.
I mean, with us being, we've already probably, this is Carly, we've probably already blown this, but with us being dust, we're not considered school employees.
Are you being?
We're not paid per se, but we're just as much, devout to the school as the employees are.
Okay, if you're really trying to push this. Okay, fantastic.
I'm not trying to push it. I'm just trying to
Yeah,
get a
no,
different approach.
I love it. Yeah, no, push was a wrong choice of word when playing Call of Cthulhu.
He meant to say
Yeah.
shove.
Okay, cool. Hard academic standing.
Oh, Jesus.
Mm,
Okay.
that's a good one.
Okay. Extreme success. 9 versus 25.
Hey!
Oh snap!
Suck it,
Oh.
keeper.
Oh no, I'm so this is makes me very, 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 very happy.
Suck it, keeper.
Okay.
Sorry.
You raise a good point, Rowan. Are you okay, Matt? Are you okay?
Suck it, keeper. I'm sorry, it's too good.
This should be a shirt.
Suck it,
It's the
keep.
suck it, keeper.
I'm fine.
BRB getting on the, what do we use? T-Public? Teespring? Whatever we use. Let me just make it on Zazzle real quick.
You're gonna make it on Zazzle. Oh my
Okay, I'm
gosh.
good. All right.
Cool. You raise a good point, Rowan. Yes. If you would like to go to the vaults, I guess that I can arrange that under these special circumstances here. Yes. Is that our next destination?
Vaults or security footage next?
Brew, why don't me and you go and check out the security cameras and they can check out the vaults?
I concur.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
We
I
were waiting
thought
on
that
you.
was part of the act.
Yeah.
I
did
said,
too.
Dude, I was acting hardcore. I was like,
I'm sorry. Rewind. Brew, why don't
Rewind
you and
noise.
I go to check out the security cameras while the other two go and check out the vaults?
I
I
can't.
concur.
Well, I can't let students go down there unsupervised.
Rowan just rolls her eyes at this point and just turns.
I will have to accompany down to the vaults.
So be it. Security takes
Hold on.
first.
We're absolutely out of character, hand on head talking. We are absolutely going to get locked down there if we go into the vaults. That's why I don't want to go down there first.
Alan pulls out.
I know how this shit goes. I've played enough Call of Cthulhu to know where this is going.
I don't know. There's not much of a point to lock us down there. So
Alan pulls out $100 bill and tries to persuade this guy.
oh shit.
Okay, cool. So you give me a persuade with a bonus die.
Yeah.
What's the bonus die?
So you just roll it twice.
Okay.
And yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know why I did this.
Basically. So yeah, you can just click persuade and then you hit
Okay.
hit bonus where it popped up in the
Yeah.
chat.
Okay.
Takes a 10 place, right?
Swear to
Yeah,
God.
takes a 10's place.
Yeah.
Is-
Wait. Oh, it's persuade. Fuck.
Is that
Wait.
is that a failure?
So what?
It's
the
a 44.
Oh yeah, it's definitely a failure. I thought it was 4, and I was like,
No.
yeah, no, yeah, it's failure.
Shoot.
Mr. Pendragon, your parents already your family, excuse me, already this is me actually laughing now. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. He said that. Excuse me, Mr. Pen.
You good?
What?
Do we need to take a 5?
That is okay. He says, "Excuse me, Mr. Pendragon. Your families. Excuse me. I didn't mean to say your parents. Your family always funds my bill in a sort of roundabout way. I don't need your money."
That's fine. But I do highly suggest that we do split up, and that does mean that you need to show me how the security cameras work so I can look back to the footage, and then you can possibly escort both of the other two down to the vaults.
Yes, as long as
Sounds
I
like
go
a-
down there as well, we can.
Yes.
I just look at Pendragon and I just give him a look like, what the fuck are you gonna do?
I'm gonna lock y'all in the vaults.
I
I'm
know he's up to
betraying y'all.
something.
No, I'm not.
No.
I just want to see the security camera.
We can all go to the security camera and then we can go to the vaults. That's fine.
No, because I don't want to get trapped in the vault. Who said we're gonna get trapped in the vault? I don't want to be trapped in the vault. That's why I'm
know
going to the
that.
security camera.
I love this. I absolutely love this so
I
much.
just realized you can see my dead, knocked over plant in the background.
Perhaps we should call Anthony. He can come along.
Oh God.
I'm sure he would if he wanted to.
And then that
no,
would give
let's-
London 2 characters to play.
Look, we'll all go to the security cameras and then we'll go to the vault. Or if you absolutely insist, then we can go to the vaults while you go to the security cameras. If you
Sure.
super don't want to go to the vaults.
No, I just, I think if we go into the vaults, and this is just to Rowan. So I'm doing this so Guru cannot hear, or hopefully can't hear.
Okay.
If we go down to the vaults, I've never been down there. You've never been down there. We don't know how to get out of there. So if we get locked in, then there's no telling what's going to happen.
Fair. All right.
Keeper, what kind of dinosaur is this in the main section?
Oh, for the love of God.
So you want to go take a look at it?
Are we not nearby?
No, you're not in the main area, but it's like right up front as you come in. It's the first thing you would probably see as you walk into the museum. But it has a placard next to it that says it's a brontosaur.
Oh, okay. We caught that on the way in. All right. Back to it. Where were we?
Rowan,
Mm.
I leave the decision to you. Should we go to the security cameras or the vaults?
We'll go to the vaults. You go to the security cameras.
So Alan is going to make his way to the security cameras.
All right, cool. So that is at sort of like there's like a campus center, where basically all of the security guards on campus, the campus police.
Oh shit! It's not in the.
Oh, I thought he was saying it
Museum.
was upstairs, yeah.
Oh yeah. No, it's not. So it's like in another
Oh,
building.
fuck.
Cool. So
Keep your cell phone on ya. Hope we have service in the vaults.
Yeah, I know. I was going to say, if you're in a bank vault, you ain't going to have any service. So I don't know about a museum vault.
But Gru gave you, directions on how to reach this place if you didn't already know. So you're able to go in, and there is a security officer there, and he says, "Hi, how may I assist you?"
We just wanted to take a look at the camera footage from the past couple of weeks at the museum.
I just don't show any of that footage just to anyone. Excuse me, I'm sorry.
He goes up to the person and whispers in the ear and says, "I'm with the dustman."
Okay, academic standing roll with the bonus die.
I like it. This is a nice little thing you've added on. I love
is
this.
so
Thank you.
cool.
Oh yeah, if you did.
Oh, shit!
Oh!
Oh my god.
Critical success. 1 versus 57.
Ha ha ha. 1.
And I'm going to make that bonus die also.
81.
Mr.
81,
Big
I
Brother,
failed.
sir.
I failed.
Oh my gosh.
So this kind of scrawny security guard, his face is pimpled. His pants are too big for him. He wears this belt that he has tightened to the last little hole there.
We all been there, man.
Looks up at you. Whoa. You're Alan Pendragon, right? Oh. Your family put me through school. I got the Pendragon scholarship here at Miskatonic a few years back, and it was the only thing that got me through. Listen, any way that I can help you, I definitely will. Right this way, Alan.
Thank you. What's your name?
Bert.
Bert, is there anything I can do for you and your family?
You've done enough. You know, I'm hoping to go to graduate school soon. Saving up for that, but your family's generosity has helped me so much so far. So no.
All right.
Let me help you. Yes, right this way. And he takes you to this screen and where he's able to into the computer. All right, museum. There's been some suspicious things going around there. And as you're looking at the tapes from the past couple of nights, it's almost like there is static at certain points. You can even see that security guard with fear on his face as he looks at something from off camera. You can see flashes of him running, leaving. Again, you can see things being broken and glass shattering and things going across the view of the camera. Yet you're not seeing anything out of the ordinary. Or any sort of, not out of the ordinary, but you don't see any sort of thing that's causing this. It always seems to be out of frame. Spot hidden, please.
Oh shit, the police are coming for you.
Yeah. Failure. 80 versus 45.
Okay. One thing that you see in the corner of the monitor is this hand thing resting on these big, large, sort of armored knuckles in the corner of the screen for a second. Then the next, it's gone. You see nothing more.
Can I rewind?
Yep. And that's all you see, that sort of knuckle in the corner, it looks like.
What is it a scaly knuckle or is it, slimy knuckle? Is it
It looks almost like it has plates on it. Like big sort of like hard plates.
like a lizard or snake?
Organic plates. Not like a scale per se. Almost more sort of like a rhino sort of, back or something, but
Okay.
on a knuckle.
Okay.
And that's what you see.
Okay.
Meanwhile, Gru is walking Axton and Rowan to the back of the museum. You enter this elevator shaft that takes you down and down. It seems to go on forever, as Gru doesn't even really look at you all.
Everything all
Sorry,
right,
I'm
Gru?
making Spider-Man references in the chat.
Yeah.
I can't remember his last name. It's like Sistovich or something. I don't know. Anyways.
He doesn't say he doesn't answer you, and it rocks as it hits the ground down there.
I hate this.
The door slides open, and we're gonna break.
I've never died in a second episode before. This is crazy.
Fine. You
Meanwhile,
died in the first episode.
Yeah, there you go.
meanwhile, Alan is up there paying for
Nice.
people's tuition.
Like-
he's Bruce Wayneing it right now.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Awesome. We're going to take a break. We're just going to, chill, relax for a second. You do the same. Have a drink. Have some food. Do both.
Yes.
I have some chicken
Yes.
fingers on the side over here.
Oh.
And I'm very excited.
What kind of sauce?
Oh, yo, Popeye's Mardi Gras mustard.
Oh, that's something new to try.
Okay, listen, we're not sponsored by Popeyes. We're sponsored by Chaosium. Shout out to Chaosium. But, yo, if you ever have like a cold, go to Popeyes, get the spicy tenders, and dip it in Mardi Gras mustard, and your like sinuses will be opened up for the rest of your life. like it's almost too
having
much.
flashbacks to that one Scholars Bowl trip where we stopped at Zaxby's.
Oh yeah, if you're
Oh
from
my
the
God.
South, you know about Zaxby's, and they have this one sauce. What is it? Insane. The insane wing sauce.
No.
It'll ruin
But
your.
you and Wayne, and
It'll-
that was the first time I watched Les Mis.
It'll ruin your colon. Like it
Mm.
turned like it was terrible. That's all I'm gonna say. Why are we talking about this?
Why are we
That's a
talking
good
about
question.
this? I don't know. I'm gonna drink my water now.
Drink your water. Again. Hey, we're having a great time here. Spot hidden. We're playing Call of Cthulhu. They're going down to the vaults, and we're gonna find out what happens down there soon. All right. Well, we'll be back in a couple of minutes. 5, 10. Stick around. Have fun. We'll be back. Peace. I'm having issues. I heard. All right. Bye. Hello, we're back. Back with Spot Hidden. When we last left off.
I'm
Carly-
unmuted, aren't I?
Yes, you are unmuted. But I didn't get you singing. Carly was just singing in my ear. When we last left off, the Dustmen were kind of split up. So Axton and Rowan were making their way down to the mysterious vaults beneath the Miskatonic Museum, while Alan was reviewing some security footage, and he got a weird glimpse of some thing there in the museum. So, some on the wing.
wing. That changed my life forever. Before we go back,
Yes,
Matt,
yes.
you need to open your Snapchat now. I sent Matt a really stupid Snapchat, and I wanted to open it
Alright.
on stream.
What are you doing today? Come out, Matt.
Nothing. Okay, opening the snap from Carly. What the fuck am I looking at?
What
Do
is
y'all know
it?
the broccoli head filter?
My name is Azuka Midoriya, and I'm gonna be the world's greatest hero.
And it's just the broccoli
I
head
can't
filter.
even. Am I able to? I don't. Can't even see it. It's Carly's face on a. Oh my gosh.
Oh, wow.
Hmm.
You're a weird broccoli person now.
I'm Izuku Midoriya, and I'm gonna be the world's greatest hero.
It was horrifying.
Okay. I'm done now.
I'm gonna be the world's greatest hero.
Matt's
Okay.
into anime now, so like
Okay, hang on, hold up. No. All right, that is too broad of a stroke.
we
I
kind
am-
of talked about this on Talk Spot, maybe. I don't know. We're moving on now.
I am watching My Hero. That is it. End of story. Thank you. All right.
Does Bakugan count?
Yes.
Yes.
I have no idea.
I used to gamble on the school bus with Bakugan. I'm not kidding. I was playing Bakugan like I was playing blackjack. Like I was a bad little kid when it came to Bakugan. Instead of shooting craps, I was shooting Bakugan on the school bus. I really went to the principal about it one time. I'm not even kidding. They were just
Oh my
like,
God.
what are Bakugan?
The principal sat you down and said, "Son, you have a problem. You got to stop."
Another true story. In junior high, I got a Power Rangers morpher taken up one time. I never
Mm.
got it back.
That's depressing.
Yeah, it was a cool SPD morpher too. I love SPD.
Well, at least you got one remade.
What?
in college. Didn't you get a morpher?
Oh
pick?
yeah. But Trevor Turner, Bombastic Light in the chat, one of our great friends here, who also did a great. I'll show you. I can get this. So it's this great 3D printed Cthulhu dice roller.
Oh yeah. That's tight.
Yeah. So this is from Bombastic Light, and in college, he printed me a Power Rangers like morpher. So like I painted it and everything, and it was very very nice. So he's still in the printing business, and now I have this thing for it.
Nice.
Great guy. Keep a lookout for him. But yeah, should we jump back in?
Excellent.
Excellent plan. Okay, yes. So who should we start with?
The two in the vault.
No sense in prolonging it.
Let me just get my drink ready.
Well, twist my arm. The door opens.
Oh.
You step out. Gru leads you. He's walking. But there's something in his walk that's a little off down here below the museum. But he keeps going. Occasionally he'll look back at you. Maybe. He's generally just looking over his shoulder. But he keeps going. Now, after you let the elevator down, all you can see in front of you is just this tunnel that seems to go on and on. It doesn't match the sort of ornateness that's above in the museum. It's dark and almost primitive as you walk on this. It's like it's almost like a concrete floor you're walking. It's very very hard and rough. It's almost as if these tunnels around you are concrete as well. But you walk and walk and walk. This vault doesn't seem to be just some room right below. It seems to be a ways away from the museum itself.
Real quick, Keeper, is there any maybe a very laboratory-esque room maybe in this tunnel with a vial, maybe with a cylinder of white liquid? Anything like that?
No.
Okay. I'm sorry. Yeah, I wasn't sure if that connected or not, but
And what was that reference for?
Resident Evil.
Ah,
yeah.
Oh no,
Yeah,
no, no,
Absolutely no
Yeah.
clue.
no, yeah, no. There's no
I've seen the
T-virus.
real-time fan dub of one of them, and that's it.
Oh my gosh.
There's no sort of no T-virus down here. There's not any rooms that shoot off of this place quite yet, until you reach this chamber, which seems to be at the end of this long passageway that you've made it to. There is this big, heavy door with this big, almost classical, one of those big twisty vault locks that seem to encapsulate this circular room. You see that off in the distance, and with every step you get closer and closer and closer to it being led by Gru. Give me listen rolls before you, reach the precipice of this
Oh, okay. got it.
chamber.
Oh, it's still on hard. It would have failed anyways.
Yeah, it failed as well.
Great. So you can hear the buzz of the lights that hang overhead until you can hear No. You're alone down here.
Fuck off.
What are you doing?
Crying. I make that joke every time. It's not even funny anymore.
Okay, so
That's pretty funny.
we took this tunnel from the elevator. Did we cross through this comical spinny door? Did we cross that threshold?
Spinny door? No, yeah, there's no spinny door.
Okay, well, you said something about like a
Oh, I get what you're saying. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
like the thing on the door where you turn it?
yeah.
Yeah.
Vault door.
That's the vault door is locked. You presume. But you can walk up to it if you want,
Yes.
How's Gru doing? How well, are his hands fidgeting? Is he?
Psychology roll.
That's not.
We're so good at reading people.
Fail your 26 versus 10.
My dog is screaming in the background. I'm gonna mute.
We
I can't hear
him.
you, yeah.
Yeah, you're good.
Oh yeah, I have a noise canceling mic. Never mind.
It's the antennas. Okay.
Psychology roll?
Me as well?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know I needed to do it.
Oh, if you don't have to if you don't want, but okay, cool.
No, it was a 93 versus 10.
Great. So you're
Great.
Great. You're walking along. I think it's great. No, he seems to be just he said he would take you down here. He is, and he kind of breaks that precipice from the tunnel to the chamber. He takes a step left, and you said you're approaching that turny door.
Oh, I'm stopping. Yeah.
Stopping where?
Behind the door, or like before the door.
Okay, cool. Well, as soon as you
For him.
step out of the tunnel into this chamber, all of a sudden, like out of nowhere, like this dog, this huge, just like you just see fangs and these like the eyes that just jump at you. What do you do, Axton?
Fudge. Fuck.
Okay, cool.
What the fuck?
That's a 6730 failure. Okay.
Okay, cool. This German Shepherd-sized dog just pounces upon you, like almost like tackling you. It comes in like a rocket, and like all you can see is teeth, and then just like its body hits you, like almost taking you to the ground. That'll be a strength roll to see if you can stand.
Fuck.
Probably, yeah, 5640 failure.
Dude, takes you to the ground, and as you hit the ground,
20 points of damage.
Okay.
Yo.
So it'll be just a point of damage as you like hit your head into the hard ground there. Douche. Rowan, what are you doing?
I'm gonna try to pull this dog off of him.
Okay. Awesome. Cool.
I don't know what else to do.
Yeah, you can see that
I don't want to kill it.
you can see that the dog has a collar. Gru is standing back, eyes wide. But give me a strength roll.
Okay, I want to like grab it by the collar so I don't hurt it. 98 versus 70.
Cool.
What the fuck are my rolls tonight?
Dude, you're being jerked around by this dog. And you're like, it even like kind of pulls you almost to the ground too as you're trying to get it off. Axton. But that's when you hear the dog stops and just turns around, bolts back into the darkness. You hear these footsteps, one after the other. Two, 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 two. And out of the shadows, you see this very angular-faced man. His eyes are just two beads in the darkness here. A big mustache on his face, a big white mustache. His hair is cut very close to his head, longer on the top.
Sam Elliott. I'm sorry.
Gru, what are you doing bringing these students down here? Answer me! The members of Dust. I don't give a goddamn who they are. They don't come down to the vaults. Oh, you're laughing, man.
Well, that's too damn bad.
Well, that's too damn bad.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. He walks closer. He looks at you all. You should leave now. You have no business down here. Now do you? Do you? And he looks at you specifically, Rowan.
Do actually.
Oh, is that so?
We
What-
were asked to investigate. We're investigating.
Investigating what?
Whatever the fuck you have up there wandering around, maybe leaving slime breaking shit. Are you not concerned about it at all?
Of course I'm concerned. I don't like your tone with me.
And I don't like your dog attacking my friend.
Okay, let's see if you can break this this facade at all. Give me an intimidate roll.
I'm not good at this. 69 versus 15. Failure.
Yeah, that's the lucky number of the night.
Isn't it always? And this man looks at you. His breath almost smells like there's like a twinge of mustard on it as he just gets in your face and like.
Been eating at Popeyes too, I see. I'm sorry.
We are on a roll
We're
tonight.
on a roll. Yo, he's like, to gain access to the vaults, you need to know. Oh, gotcha.
We will
Oh no!
find out.
Starting soon. Starting
Later.
soon.
Starting soon, you'll have access to the vault.
As soon as your exam to access the vault.
No. If you want to access the vaults, you must know what it is you want and have that in writing down from the dean. Now, do you have that? I didn't
We
think so.
have the curator. Is that not enough?
He cuts his eye at Gru. Gru looks at him through those thick glasses. You see his kind of goofy looking Hawaiian shirt there. He kind of turns around and goes and sits down in a chair that's here near the vault. As you're looking, you can see it's kind of in front of a chessboard. There's like a little chess table here. On the other side, there's another chair. The dog somehow has made its way all the way around this big chamber and is now resting under the opposite chair of the chessboard. You barely notice him, but he's there. His eyes are fixed on you, ears sticking straight up. Gru, we will discuss this at another time.
Sir, if I may, after this unfortunate incident, I respect your standing, whatever that may be, but if you're concerned about this problem as we are, right now we're your best help at, well, getting help.
We'll go up and fix the damn situation. You have no business down here.
Well, if we didn't have any business down here, we wouldn't be here.
I'm tired of this. This is
That's too damn bad. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. That was Carly. That was Carly. Hand on head.
Okay.
Don't force that one. Don't force that one.
I'm not.
I had to. He's tired of something.
I'm not.
I got it. I got it.
I'm not.
I love that movie.
I love that movie too. Okay. He cuts eyes at you. And then eyes back to Gru. Gru looks at him. I'm gonna roll something really quick just to see.
Man, if only we had the trust fund kid with us.
Trust fund kid. You gonna bribe Sam Elliott down here? Ooh, buddy.
Ooh. So what happens
no.
is Gru stands straight up. All right, kids, right this way. Right this way. All right, we're going back up. We have no business down here. I'll talk to you later. Yes, you will. Now, goodbye, children.
At that, Rowan's eye just kind of twitches, and she goes, "Who the fuck do you think you are?"
Now, I'm a very important stakeholder in this school. So I don't know who you think you are.
You
But if
live in a basement?
Listen, Four Eyes. I don't like your fucking lip. All
Hmm.
right?
Well, this is just simply observation.
Power roll. Axton and Rowan.
Ooh, hard success. 1770.
Failure. 58 versus 50.
Okay. His eyes intensify as he's looking upon you all. And you see frustration as he's unable to break through something. Something in your will, something in your power, something in your resolve is unbreakable in this moment. And this man's mustache twitches. Rhodey, come. We're going to my office. If you don't want to sleep down here, I suggest you follow me. And he says, and the dog, kind of perks up, comes to his side. All right, Rhodey, let's go. And he pushes his way past you. Stands in the doorway to the tunnel that leads back to the elevator and looks back at you all. And starts walking. Here in the chamber, this dark chamber, the feeling of dread just seems to intensify as you two alone are here. And you can feel him getting further and further away with every step he takes. What do you do?
I'll follow him.
Yeah.
Soon, after riding this elevator ride that seems extra long, with this man being very silent, with this dog, it looks at you, Axton, licking its lips. The entire way up, like you're like a piece of T-bone steak. You reach the top. I'm not saying anything. Rhodey and this man and Gru exit. The man leaves the museum with the dog. Gru says, I'm sorry about that. I suggest going and talking to to Pendragon. Hopefully he's discovered something on the
I'd prefer to
tapes.
speak to you, Gru. Who exactly was that?
It's Tetlow.
Tethlo.
Lucas Tetlow.
Are animals allowed down in the vault?
That's Rhodey. That's his dog. Man.
It's a hell of a service animal.
Yes. He's sort of the official caretaker of the vaults in our private collections. Old money. It's been here
Really?
a lot longer than I have, and he holds power here in the university, and I just didn't think that he'd be here
Well,
down
it
there
seems
right
he
now.
holds power more than just at the university. What exactly is he capable of, Gru?
Capable of? Listen, I just don't want to lose my job. That's all. Anywho, all right. I have full faith that you'll be able to get to the bottom of this, vault or no vault. Thank you all. Here, and he reaches into his the pocket of his Hawaiian shirt and pulls out this key. Here, this will get you in the front door. I tried to get you access to your pass cards, but I wasn't able to for this. But the key will do just the trick.
Thank you, Gru.
Yes, of course.
Keeper, did we leave the vault door open?
Well, that's the thing. It never was open. The actual turny vault never was opened. Yeah.
Oh, so they just came out of nowhere. Okay, got it.
Yeah, they were in this chamber, sort of around either side of the way. So imagine a big circle, and in the middle of the circle is the actual vault.
Hmm.
Well, suppose we wait and see what Alan found out.
And you're able to meet up with Alan.
Yay!
Where are y'all meeting up on campus?
I don't think he said a point, so I just wait at the.
And of course, you can text each other and like, okay, meet me here.
Yeah.
Is there like a restaurant nearby?
Yeah. What's your favorite food? Where do you want to go?
Is there like a Moe's Bar and Grill?
It is lunchtime, isn't it?
Oh yeah. So you mean like a barbecue joint?
Sure.
Yeah. So there's a barbecue place.
In
Arkham, Massachusetts. Yes.
Okay.
There are some people immigrated from the South, came right on up to Massachusetts, and made a down-home restaurant in Arkham.
As long as it's not Carolina style, I'm fine with it. I don't fuck with that.
But again, there's no Alabama white sauce here at this barbecue joint.
Oh.
But it is called Pips. So you're here at Pips Barbecue. It's a smaller place. It's not one of the most happening places here in Arkham, but you can go to Pips, and they have like a smoker in the back, and you can just smell the beautifully just like roasted, pork butt and such, brisket and everything.
I literally had a Boston butt like sandwich for supper.
Axton sits down. He's like, he loosens his collar and just, I want a human foot nailed to a piece of board.
And the waitress looks at you. I'll be back to get your order when you're ready. And she fucking runs off. Cool, but yeah, you're able to order your food, your sandwiches, your whatever you would like, and discuss your plan of action.
Seems she didn't get the joke. What did you find out, Alan?
I looked over the security footage. It was a little fuzzy, but there was something that I did see. It looked like a hand of some sort, but it was of some sort of entity. I don't know what it is. It was not a human hand. It was some sort of creature's hand.
Next to the camera, I imagine. Were those cameras elevated?
Yes.
Okay.
And where was that? I forgot. Where was the hand that I saw? Like, what part of the museum was it in?
Yeah, so that was in the contemporary culture room, which is right between the geology room and then the new exhibit room.
Okay, was it like up high, like in the, in the air, or was it down low? It was up high.
Yeah, it was up high.
Too slow.
Damn it, Carly.
Okay, up high.
I'm sorry.
What did y'all find? Were y'all able to get into the vault?
You're old money, right? What do you know of Lucas Tedlow?
Alan thinks for a second.
Thinks about what he should roll.
Yeah, so you can roll a school lore with a bonus die because you're Alan Pendragon.
Wow.
I love how Alan's like our encyclopedia for everything.
Oh. It's not worth it.
Rip.
No,
No, it's episode 2. That's too many points.
Alan pulls out his phone and looks up.
Okay. Cool. Give me a computer use.
Oh shit.
I see.
Why didn't we just Google Basque Ape Man? Hold on.
I would like to use 5 points of luck.
Hang on. if you're, noticing that, Axton would ask what you're Googling. What you're looking for specifically.
I'm just Googling Tedlow just to see if I do know him.
Well, I seem to have gotten something. 4860 success.
Okay.
How did that happen? Kind of describe that you doing that success. You saw he was Googling. What happened? Describe that.
Yeah, so Axton saw that he started Googling something, or was after, being asked that question about Rowan, and then asks what Alan was looking for specifically, and used his references.
You just take the phone out of his hands?
No, I pulled my own out.
In my head, I was just like, I got
Give me
this.
that.
Give me that shit. That's what I just had to make sure what you had in mind.
Alan looks at Axton, and Alan just goes. Take 50 points of damage.
Cool. So you're able to find the name Lucas Tetlow on the Miskatonic University, .edu. You know what I mean? So it's in the staff for the museum, but it's one of those, and I know you've seen them. One of those staff entries that has no picture attached to it.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Or no description really. So you're able to find him. He's attached to the university officially. But there's no information about him. He did not go in and fill in the biographical stuff, his education. There's no picture of him. And as you Google, that's all you can find. Just ties of him to Miskatonic University, and that's it.
Listen, I don't know this guy, but perhaps I can set up a meeting with him.
I don't really know if that'll do anything. I was just curious if you knew anything about him. He says we need a letter from the dean to get into the vaults, but I don't really know if the vaults are
that's
anything.
A good point, Rowan. If any of us could.
Wait, how do you guys? What does this Tedlow guy have to do?
Sorry, we should explain. We were down in the vaults, and his dog attacked Axton. Are you okay, by the way?
I'll survive.
Well, his dog attacked him and basically got really mad that we were down there, and yeah.
So this Tedlow
We had to
guy
turn
was
around.
down by the vaults.
Yes, apparently he is somehow above Gru, even though he's the...
So he's the reason you could not get into the vaults.
Correct. But he left, I mean...
He did leave. It's not as if, if he lived down there, he wasn't staying. He did attempt to tap into us psychologically, which didn't make much sense. There was something in his eye, maybe his mustache. However, if any of us could potentially ease his mind, so to say, with a letter from the dean, well, your name seems to carry some weight, Pendragon.
Okay, yeah.
But do we need to get into the vault still before we go through all of this?
Do you have any other ideas?
I mean, we know whatever it is comes out at night. We can just see what happens. I don't necessarily think fight it, but see what it is.
I would really, really like to try and find the three people, the three student, faculty members that have been helping them move the new exhibit.
Now, I'd like to find the janitor that saw whatever it was.
Well, it seems our chances of speaking to said janitor are going to be a bit difficult.
Yeah.
However, those students might have more knowledge on our friend Lucas. If they've been down there, they may have encountered him. Or, at the very least, give us some sort of description of what we might head into.
Okay. All right, well, should we go back to the museum and ask Grogu if
What'd you say?
What did he say?
You should ask you.
You said Grogu.
Was that intentional?
This entire time I've been wanting to say Grogu, and I
I
just
was
kept
about to say,
holding
yeah.
back. Just finally let it come out. We should probably go and talk to Gru and see if he has, the phone numbers of these students or some way we can contact them.
Do I know any of these students? Would any of them be in the geology program? I have the names written down, if that helps.
Give me an education roll.
83 versus 60. Failure. Hey, I fucking hate this character. I miss Merwin.
Oh. As you
Perhaps either one of you can reach out to them through social media of some sort.
Let me just pull up and see if we share any classes on Canvas real quick.
Oh my gosh.
Y'all laugh, but I've done that before at Auburn.
You could computer use it if you want.
I'm gonna try it.
By episode 10, it's just gonna be nothing but computer use.
We're just gonna
Yeah.
Google everything. Nope, I can't figure out how to do that on Canvas.
Well, no, that's not
We
it.
use
So-
Blackboard.
Well, no, so you're looking through your school things and you don't see the names anywhere. You're
Okay.
trying to be as thorough as you can. You don't notice them. But after a while, it gets tiring looking through your classes and just trying to, track it in your mind. You aren't able to.
Cool.
Unless we check the obituaries. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Actually,
Hey, I don't have any classes.
Axton, why don't we? Why don't we just check out the obituaries?
It's always fun to read through.
Where? Okay. Wow.
The internet
Oh, okay.
accessed obituaries. Axton just scrolling through. 4260 success.
In Arkham, okay.
Yeah, and
Cool, yeah, so
school related.
as you're looking, you see, let's see. So you see Robertson, you see Guthrie. You don't see any.
Not the chicken fingers.
Guthrie's is dead.
You don't see any of the names that you were familiar with that you were looking for. They're not dead.
Yeah, yeah. He just likes looking through obituaries.
Okay,
Well-
then perhaps we should go back to the museum and talk to Gru and see if he'll somehow get us in touch with students.
I'm on board as long as I get to finish my basket of fries.
Yeah. By
Thank you.
all means,
Go for it.
finish your meal. It's not like there's a paranormal activity going on in the museum that is in highly need of our assistance, but by all means, please, for the love of God, finish your fries. I will wait.
Thank you.
And Alan gets up and walks out.
Oh, well, that's about full anyway. Gonna go ahead and go too.
Jesus.
These three are funny as hell. Okay, so you're going back to the museum to talk to Guru.
I'm sorry. I don't know if it's intentional, but I think of the Gru from Despicable Me, and I just please tell me I'm not the only one that's
No,
thought of it.
we're picturing
Okay.
someone completely different.
Okay. I figured it's one of yeah.
No, yeah, this guy is spelled Grewe.
Okay.
Gru.
Mhm. There you go.
I thought it was GRU. That's what I've been calling it. It's just like
Gru.
with his little minions.
So is that the move? Y'all are going back?
Let's do it.
Apparently.
Axton is going to excuse me for a moment. I'm going to possibly search for those blueprints mentioned and break off from the group and head towards the library.
Boom! Awesome. You're heading to your home, the library. You're able to go through like the records and such. Give me a library use.
You got it. Okay.
Yeah, I do not
Fail
need
the
to be
shit
the
out
one
of
doing
it.
this.
Meanwhile, Alan and Rowan are heading back to Gru.
Oh
Sorry.
yeah.
What'd you make?
2860 hard success.
Boom!
Yeah.
Boom! 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 I'll get to you in a, I'll get to you in a second. Alan and Rowan, you get back to Gru. It's now like late afternoon. Like you're soon to be closing up here, and he's it's already closed, but he's soon to be heading out for the day. Oh, hey, you're back. Is there anything I can help you with?
Yeah, Gru.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
I was gonna
sorry.
say I'll look at Pendragon and see what the fuck we're doing.
Gru, we were wondering the student faculty that helps move the exhibits up to the showrooms. Can we get in contact with them?
Oh, well, sure. Yes. I believe I have their phone numbers somewhere. Which one are you? Who are you in particular trying to get in contact with?
All three of them.
Okay. All right. Well, no worries in that. After a while, he goes back and gives you 3 sets of phone numbers to reach these students.
Okay. Rowan, do you want me to call them, or would you like to talk to them?
I mean, if they're college students, we should probably text them. They're not gonna answer if we call.
That is very true. That is very true.
I'll just shoot them a quick text. Hey.
Perhaps we should see if we match on Tinder with them.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Well,
I like that.
I wouldn't. They're all male.
Alan is also out then.
Oh.
So I just send a quick text, just hey, my name's Rowan. I'm looking into the events at the museum. Wanted to talk to you about it. Just quick.
Cool. Cool. And you send the same message to all 3 of them?
Yeah, I'll just put it in a group text.
Okay, cool. After a while.
I also add the other 2 into it. Just in case.
After a while, you get a text from one of them and then another, and I'm like, oh, hey, yo, just kind of just in succession there. One takes a while, maybe like 15 minutes to respond. What's up? Is what you get.
I literally already told them.
You did.
Still accurate.
I'll just say, want to meet up at whatever coffee shop is. I don't know what a coffee shop is around here.
Mama Mocha's.
No, not Mama Mocha's.
Tar sucks.
I was just naming a random coffee shop.
Yeah, fuck Mama Mocha's. It says that there's something called the Garden Cafe.
Coffee Cat.
Coffee Cat, the Bean. We go to the Bean. Ask if they want to meet up at the Bean.
Or McDonald's. They have good coffee.
They actually do have good coffee. Jack's. Ooh. I fuck with some Jack's
The-
coffee.
This has gone off the rails.
It's gone off the
Yeah.
rails. The coffee shop in town that you all frequent, even Axton, he goes here a lot. Brew Haven is what it's called.
Brew Haven. I like it. Okay. Ask if they want to meet up there to talk about it.
Sure. Okay. What time?
15 minutes? Question mark.
Down. Okay. We'll be there.
Cool.
3 different characters at a time, London. Get ready for this shit.
Oh my god. So
funny.
within 15 minutes, you're at Brewhaven. The tall, beautiful, muscled ginger barista is there, doling out drinks. Axton, hey.
Hey, I'm in the library, man.
Hey, Axton, your friends are here. No, I'm just kidding.
Just on a walkie, just hey, action.
Axton, you need a drink to go? Okay. Anyway, your friend. This is your friend. His name is Kyle. You know him. You all meet up within 15 minutes at the coffee shop. We're gonna jump back over to Axton, who's in the library with that strong success. I'll tell you what you know. I'll tell you what you find out. You find out that there are indeed specifically copper pipes running through the museum and a lot of other older buildings here on campus. You can see the blueprints there, and then like the pipes like intersect specifically, mostly around the right side of the building before kind of passing over where the brontosaurus would be, back down to the left side of the building, but not really crossing over where the art gallery and other areas were.
I thought I was right. I got so excited for a second.
No, I think you're not wrong. Specifically, when Axton is looking for this, he is taking Rowan's word. So, do these pipes avoid the areas that this goo is avoiding?
In a way, it's almost as if like where they like run high. Once they get to those areas where you notice the lack of goo, they kind of run low and go down and then deep and behind the place.
Ah, so these pipes seem to run lower into the foundation instead of up into the... Got it.
Indeed.
Thank you.
Indeed. Yes. That's what you find out.
And he'll mark that down in his journal.
Cool. Later, Alan and Rowan, you're at Brewhaven with Ed, and Eddie, and they're there for whatever you want. The main one is this tall guy. He kind of has like these bangs that hang over his like his eyebrows, and just like a very stoic look on his face. Yeah. So as I said, that Tetlow guy, he's weird. Weird guy to work for.
When did you start working for Tetlow?
Oh, freshman year. I've been in the museum for a while. Started out just copying papers, sorting the mail, and that kind of thing. But now I lift things. These guys do.
What you said Tedlow's weird. What do you mean weird?
He's just mean. Like, he's just like a dickwad. He's just like an asshole. He's just like a fart nugget.
Listen, we're here just to make sure that Tedlow's not crossing any boundaries and stuff.
No, he's not. No, he's just a boss. No, he isn't. We haven't kissed.
What was the question that prompted that?
London, you can't introduce a himbo this early in the game. You know my mind will break, and I will be hyper-focused on this man for the rest of the campaign. Which one is this? I have to know.
If you had to match by the names, who would you say this is?
This is absolutely Billy Smith.
Oh.
It's Billy. No.
I accidentally had it in all caps, so I put next to his name in my notes, just all caps, himbo.
Billy Smith.
It wasn't supposed to be that enthusiastic.
Billy Smith, okay.
Billy Smith, himbo. It has not kissed.
Yeah. That's very good. Yeah,
Congratulations.
from employee student perspective, but more along the lines of professionally with you all. Have you seen anything out of the ordinary with him?
He's always with his dog.
Does the dog seem a little out of the ordinary?
But he's friendly. I don't know why you named him after the guy from Iron Man 2.
I was thinking that. Okay. Okay. He's friendly?
Yeah, he's a friendly dog.
He attacked Axton.
Oh, well, yeah, he's friendly if you don't upset Tetlow. If you don't get him angry. You show him. Who do you want next from your list, Carly, of Ed, and Eddie?
Andrew Miller. We'll go top down.
Andrew looks up at Billy. And he pulls up his sleeve, and right here you can see like this scar of like teeth marks that have healed up some, but there's still like a very clear indentation of a dog bite deep into his flesh there. Yeah. You don't talk back to Tetlow.
You see, that's kind of why we're here. That right there is crossing professional boundaries. I mean, his dog attacked you.
Yeah. I don't know, but he's been really testy lately, especially since all of this started. He's been pissed, right? He thinks this is bad publicity for the museum. You know, that there's something happening and he doesn't quite know what it is. And he's been working us extra hard to try to figure out what it is, but we don't know. We just brought up some stuff, and then a couple of days later, janitors are running away screaming.
When you brought up everything, did anything seem out of the ordinary with the objects? Did anything happen? You know, was anything dropped, or you know, did any of you read anything?
No, I don't think we read anything. No, did you? No, we didn't read anything.
Did you spill anything? I mean,
nothing. No,
anything?
We're very careful. Yeah, we're very careful.
I'm sorry, Rowan. Go ahead.
But then everything, turns up broken, which is not our fault. But Tetlow tries to blame it on us, like we broke the shit. No, we're good at what we do, okay? And he just gets mad and chews us out like we're the cause of this. We're not the cause of this.
When you first brought up the obelisks, monoliths, whatever you want to call them.
Yeah, stones.
Were the drawings slashed through?
Yeah, they were.
Okay.
Yeah, we weren't able to, hinder any of the artifacts.
Do you know, and this is just a long shot, guys, I mean, do you know who owns these, artifacts, or who purchased them?
Well, the school. Yeah.
Okay, do you know who brought them in, though? Do you know who the school purchased them from?
I'm gonna roll for one of these guys. I'm gonna roll for all three of them, actually.
Who would know?
I was trying to beat 10.
Yeah.
And I did not beat 10 on any of these rolls. I don't know. I mean, I don't know anybody in the archaeology department, but
And I just look at Pendragon.
Yeah. Okay, Rowan, do you have any other questions for these guys?
Oh yeah. The Americano's mine. Thanks.
I guess that's it. If you guys haven't seen anything weird.
It's espresso and hot water.
Yeah.
What's your name?
Billy.
Sweet.
All right. I guess that really. I was gonna say shed some light on this situation, but it honestly, I think we have more questions than we came here with.
Wait a minute. Are y'all going to the museum tonight?
Yeah, I mean, you want to join?
No. No. Sorry, no. Hell no.
Why not? I mean, what? I mean, you afraid? A little superstitious?
Listen, I don't want to fuck anything up and then Tetlow brings it back on us. The other guy over there is... Yeah, it's not gonna be good. Right.
Alan gets up and just says to the guy who has his arm bitten, listen, if you want to press any charges against Tetlow, let me know. He takes out his wallet and pulls out a card, and on it says, has the Pendragon Corporation logo and everything, which says, please contact us.
He takes it, looks at you. You really are one of them.
Yeah.
Puts it away.
At this point, Axton would like to text both of them to meet outside the museum.
Immediately?
Just whenever. When we meet up together.
Oh, I'm sorry, Matt. Are we boring you? Are you reading a novel?
Yes, actually. This is the Lusty Argonian.
Where the red fern grows.
Exactly.
Especially after that dog bite.
Yeah. So I guess we meet back up with Axton.
Yep.
Hello. I think I may have some knowledge. I broke up to the library and found the blueprints we may have been looking for. Rowan, your obsession with copper doesn't seem too far off. However, I think you might have it backwards. The rooms it avoids run seemingly different as opposed to the rest of the rooms, as in they run underneath it, almost avoiding it. Do you remember what the tablets say?
The copper binding. I, with the searing light from the inside, bind the one who lurks outside.
What if it's not copper being a perpetrator, so to say? What if copper is how it travels? What if something in this metal, if that's what we're fixating on, helps it get around? Because it seems this goo is coming from elsewhere. It seems to travel under these rooms it doesn't have immediate access to, and then seeps into these ones it does. Why it seems to come directly from this specific exhibit, I cannot say.
I mean, copper is conductive.
Wait, did you say that the copper pipes go below?
Correct. They go below the rooms it does not seem to want to touch, yet runs all throughout the rooms these pipes seem to be above.
How far does it go below?
Well, the only thing we know that is below the building is the vault.
Maybe it is touching them. We just don't see trace of it because it's below instead of above. It's going down into the vault, somehow passing through using the copper. We have to get into the vault.
Searing light inside. Searing light inside controls the one who lurks outside.
Searing light, electricity?
Well, I'm not sure. Electricity was very common while they were writing tablets, but who am I to say?
True.
Mm,
I mean, they didn't call it electricity. They called it searing light. It's a conductor whether electricity is discovered or not.
well, I think Ben Franklin preferred
Fire.
paper.
In the pipes?
Well, I mean, if we're going off from the time period, tablets were being made.
True. Either way, we know it's following these pipes somehow.
Eye with the fire inside controls the one who lurks outside. But then what would copper have to do with it?
It's not whatever's leaving that trail is not in the copper. Something else is in the copper, controlling whatever the thing is that's walking around. Assuming something's walking around, but you saw a hand, so.
Yes, I did see a hand, but
I think we're gonna need a letter from the dean.
Something tells me this primate figure isn't exactly something we want to stand off against all night long.
No.
Keeper, what is the premise of, or I should say consequences of us taking another night? Were we informed of that?
What do you mean?
As if we didn't stay in the...
You can wait it if you would like.
Dust won't have a problem with that.
Yeah, this is sort of your case here.
Okay. I didn't know if there was like specific protocol or anything like that.
Yeah, the next meeting, is in a couple of days. So basically, what you all do is you gather and talk about these mysteries that you sort of look into at these meetings.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, we can see what it does tonight, see if anything changes. We can watch the cameras during the night.
It's true.
I kind of want to go talk to the archaeology chairman.
Well, seems like we all have something to consider. And for that matter, if no one is in danger, it seems our friend Gru is departing from the library for tonight. It might be wise just to take a bit of a hiatus, so to speak.
Figure out how to get into the vault if needed. Just observe for tonight and just kind of come up with a game plan by in the morning.
Works for me.
And
That was a fast car.
Tracy Chapman is shook.
And with that, with the Dustmen, with their plans of how to proceed here, I believe that is where we shall end episode 2. Next time, we will pick up right where we left off, with them continuing their investigation into the strange happenings within the museum. Will they return to the vault? What is leaving this mysterious goo? Whose knuckle was that?
Knuckles.
Those will possibly be answered next week. But for now, we must bid you adieu. Hello, Dustman. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. Thank you for playing with me. I have a great time with you all. It's a great time, dude. Y'all are killing it, and this is like honestly the highlight of my day. Thank you. Anything? What were you gonna say, Matt?
Oh, I was just gonna say I hate to do it because I know I like to think that we chip away at you the longer we go, so the more advantage we have.
But also, there's no way we're gonna solve this anytime soon. The way we're going, we're researching so much.
Yeah,
Y'all are going hardcore Call of Cthulhu here. Like I was just
back
like
to our roots, man.
I was just like thinking,
that's what you told us to do.
Yeah. I mean, well, that's the game. It really is a different flavor than like the medieval thing. You know what I mean? Where there's not many like documents that you can like, I guess, like, look at, you know what I mean? Like, there's not stuff that's, like, straight up compiled, you know? So it's just, like, a different flavor that's really cool.
I gotta bring back the reaping so we balance out the action with the reading.
Yeah.
There's potentially action.
Oh,
Perhaps.
Nah, it will be fine.
this is Axton playing like PlayStation or something.
Cool.
Mortal Kombat tournament.
Awesome. Cool. Well,
Anyway,
well,
thank
yeah.
you, London.
Thank you, Matt. Thank you, Carly. Thank you, Hudson.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Awesome. Well, okay, so that is the end of our episode. Thank you again to Chaosium. We're playing Call of Cthulhu. Go get this book. Play this with your friends. Come up with your own adventures, your own investigations, or run one of the ones that are in the back of the book here. Great stuff. With that, one thing I should mention, please check out our Patreon. Please support us on there. That helps us create more content. That helps us, keep delivering these investigations and stories to you. With that's the last thing that I have to kind of say. Other than thank you, and we really appreciate all the love and support that you've given us. And if there's any way that we can improve, please let us know. If you want to just, chop it up with us, head over to our Discord, follow us on social media. We're friendly people. We'll talk to you. And with that, good night.